Lassie, the Great Escape. It was a hot, dusty day in Hank's junkyard. A lonely, hungry collie dog was chained up near a rusty car, waiting for freedom and for someone to love. "Here, you mangy mutt," said Hank, as he threw down a bowl of table scraps. The dog growled in fear, but the man only sneered. Until he tripped on the dog's chain and fell to the ground. "Good-for-nothing bag of bones," muttered the man. He didn't notice that he'd broken the dog's old chain. After Hank went back into his rundown shack, the collie sneaked out of the junkyard, then broke into a run. She was free. And she couldn't run fast enough for mean old Hank. Suddenly the collie heard a horrible screeching noise. A huge truck was hurtling toward her. She ran faster, but not fast enough. She felt a flash of pain in one leg, but somehow kept running. The screeching noise stopped. A man got out of the truck. "Hello? Anyone there?" he called out. He bent down to look under the front wheels. The collie was too afraid to bark. She waited for the man to get back into his truck and drive away. Then she limped slowly into the woods. Not far from the woods, where the collie hid, and licked her wounded leg, a little boy named Timmy Cabot and his mom, Karen, were moving into a big old house. They'd come to Vermont from New York City. "All this room for only 2 people," said Timmy. He was thinking about his dad, who had recently died. "There's more than enough room for a pet," hinted his mom. "When I was growing up around here, all the kids had pets, especially dogs. But Timmy was too busy missing his dad and his friends back home to think about a pet." Later that day, Timmy decided to get on his mountain bike and explore the woods near his house. It wasn't long before Timmy realized he wasn't the only one in the woods. A horse and rider thundered past him. Timmy was wondering if the young rider was a boy or a girl, when his bike hit a rock and turned sideways. Off the bike Timmy flew, into a clump of bushes. Luckily, Timmy wasn't hurt. As he sat up, he thought he heard a rustling sound nearby. He parted some branches and there, only inches away, was a bedraggled, frightened dog. "Did I hurt you?" said Timmy. "Don't worry, my mom's a vet. I'll go get her. You wait here, okay?" But Timmy's mom had already left, on her first veterinary house call, with old Doc Stewart, who was retiring from his practice. So Timmy found a container, filled it with water, and quickly returned to the woods, calling, "Here, dog. Here." Suddenly, a horse whinnied nearby. The young rider that Timmy had seen earlier rode up, and stopped in front of him. "Hi," said Timmy. "I saw you before." "I saw you, too," said the rider. "My name's Natalie." She told Timmy that they were neighbors. Timmy watched her gallop off, then kept searching for the dog. Where had the collie gone? Just as Timmy was about to give up his search, there on the path behind him sat the dog, as still as a statue. "Are you thirsty?" asked Timmy. He squirted some water into his palm and held it out. The collie lapped it right up. "Come on," Timmy said. "You're hurt. I'll take you home." The collie limped closer, but was in too much pain to follow Timmy. "Gee," said Timmy. "How are we going to get you home?" Just then, Natalie reappeared on her horse. "Hi," she said. "Hey, great dog. What's its name?" Timmy quickly explained to Natalie what had happened. "Do you have something I can carry him in?" he asked. It didn't take Natalie long to ride home and return with an old gardening cart. Karen and Doc were surprised to see Timmy arrive, with both a new friend and a dog. "Hi, Mom," called Timmy. "I've got a patient for you." Karen took the collie right into her examining room. While they waited, Timmy and Natalie sat down and began to get to know one another. After some time, Karen brought the collie out. A large white bandage was wrapped around the injured leg. "She'll be fine," Karen told Timmy and Natalie. The collie limped over to Timmy and licked his face. "She likes me," said Timmy. "Mom, I want this dog. Can I keep her?" "Timmy, the dog has a collar," replied his mom. "That means somebody probably owns her already. We'll have to put up notices to let people know we found her. Okay?" "Ah, Mom," cried Timmy. But it was settled. Karen took a snapshot of the dog for the notices. Timmy posted the notices all over town. But he wasn't happy doing it. The days passed, as Timmy and his mom waited for someone to come for the dog. Timmy played catch with her. He fed her and gave her lots of water. He hugged her and petted her. "Timmy, it's been 10 days since you put up the posters," said Karen one day. "I guess that's enough time for someone to claim her." For a second, Timmy couldn't breathe. You mean I can keep her?" he asked. "She's yours," said Karen, smiling at her son. Timmy hugged his mom. "Thanks, Mom," he said. "Now, what shall I call her?" Timmy thought and thought. Since Doc had told him that collies were from Scotland, he decided to give her a Scottish name, a girl's name, a Scottish lassie name. A little while later, Timmy burst in on his mom. "I've got a name," he cried. "Come outside, I'll show you." "Okay. Mom, watch this," said Timmy. "Lassie." Timmy called. "Lassie." The dog came running across the lawn, and leaped into his arms. Timmy never forgot that wonderful day, the day that the collie became Lassie, his very own dog. The end.